Hi, this is George Swift from Bigger, Brighter, Bolder, the mindset for success. In a recent vlog, I talked about how a lot of successful small businesses, the business owners suffer from a really big problem, which is time. If we're not successful businesses or we're just starting out, we tend to have another problem, money. However, when we are successful, time becomes our number one problem. How do we fit everything in? How do I fit time to grow my business, etc.? Anyway, you can go and check that vlog out if you want. Today I want to talk about something that I touched on in that vlog that I promised I'd come back to you with, and that is about multitasking. Now, multitasking is an illusion. It is impossible for the human brain to actually multitask. That's not just for us guys, that's also for you ladies as well. We cannot multitask. What we do is we have the illusion of multitasking because the brain is really fast. So it jumps from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, back to the first thing again. It gives the impression that we're doing three things at once. However, we're not. We're doing one thing at a time, and the brain is spending valuable time and energy jumping between the tasks. It makes us completely inefficient. It makes us completely ineffective. And also, we think that this is what we need to do because we have so much stuff to do. So it kind of is counterintuitive to say, right, I'm going to focus on just one thing now and forget about everything else for this moment in time. However, that's exactly what we've got to do. I flippantly sometimes say, Gandhi had a saying, which is, today I have twice as much to do, therefore I must meditate for twice as long. I actually take that and say, today I have twice as much to do, so I must plan for twice as long. In other words, if you can have a great planning system in place so that your brain no longer needs to think about the other 5, 10, 20, maybe 100 things that you need to do that day, all you need to focus on is this one right now because your plan takes care of everything else. Now we're free to be present in the activity that we're doing. It's going to take training. You're going to need to train your brain to do this. The way you do it is small chunks. Start with maybe 5-minute chunks and say, right, for 5 minutes, I'm going to do telephone calls, or I'm going to do emails, I'm going to write this copy, or whatever it might be. For 5 minutes, I'm going to focus solely on this. And every time another thought crops into my head that's unrelated to what I'm doing, I'm just going to gently push it aside and come back to what it is that I'm doing right now. I'm saying 5 minutes. If you do this, I tell you now, you'll blow your mind how quickly and how well your brain will keep charging off to start thinking about other things. And every time you go off, you've lost the momentum in what you're doing. You've lost the focus in what you're doing, the time spent in drifting off, but also the time spent bringing it back. So I'll share with you a model in another vlog exactly how I refer to this idea of multitasking. But for now, I want to challenge you to just take 5-minute blocks. If you can do 5 minutes, do 10. If you do 10, try and do 20. 10, 20-minute blocks where you focus solely on one thing, the thing that you're absorbed in right now. You'll perform it faster, you'll do a better job, and you're going to have a better experience whilst you're doing it. Then move on to the next job and then the next job. But you need a good planning system in place to be able to do that, of course, because if you're holding 20 jobs in your head, then your brain's never going to allow you to forget what needs to come up. And it's going to keep jogging your memory and saying, you know what, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do the other. Good planning system enables you to forget everything else you need to do, focus on the task in hand. Then we just have to train our brain to do it. Until next time, this is George Swift. Be successful.